Hi everybody, here's Christian, and this is Teamwork Cast.
Shepard? No. No.
I am death.
Shepard is not really happy about the kind of death.
Shepard thinks I have the most horrible choices with quests.
I don't
It's
know.
like we're contractually obligated by the network to put in these filler episodes. It's like when Battlestar Galactica went off the rails, and they had to do all those standalone episodes because they're like, hey, the show's popular. Rather than keeping the writing good, how about we make a bunch of standalone episodes so people don't know what's going on? No.
Yeah.
Stop.
So we're off to do the Zamite fight. And we have to kill 20 Zamites.
Yeah, let's do this.
Hunt a head of Tetsukabra.
That's really super good. I'm enjoying
It's
this.
It's from the hapless villager. I was out scouting the frozen seaway for harvest supplies when I was blindsided by these big, spiky beasts. I managed to get away, but it haunts me still. Someone dispatch the sneaky savages.
Let us dispatch the sneaky savages. So, Shepard, how are things going in Let It Die?
I smurfed for a very long time. And what I mean by that is I stayed at a relatively low level, even though I knew I could have progressed because I wanted to do the Tokyo Death Metro.
Tulu, you said cool drinks.
I said hot drinks.
I took cool
He
drinks.
said hot drinks.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
I just want to say to all the people out there that are worried that the game's play to win,
Yeah.
the main thing is you could play to win, or you can really take your time and level your stuff up. Take your time and level your stuff up, and you level your guys up, and you prepare, and you get good mushrooms. Maybe that's why I have such an easy time with it. Not unlike Monster Hunter, then it's actually really easy. You know, don't get greedy. I mean, these are all things that we hear all the time, right, guys?
Yeah. Don't get greedy. Take your time.
Don't get greedy,
Learn the
take your
patterns.
Learn patterns, prepare, bring appropriate weapons, make good weapons, use good weapons.
Get good.
Get good. Getting good is less important actually than just preparing well. Mechanically, the game is very forgiving, I think. I'm gonna give a little pro tip to all the people watching right now. Okay, there's a weapon.
I saw some videos of the game recently, and I was like, wow. Shepard found some weird game and really drilled down.
I'm about to drop a really hot tip, Christian.
Okay.
Yeah, a hot iron.
The
face!
The red hot iron is not only an incredibly powerful weapon, the L1 attack gives you like a parry for like 2 seconds.
Wow.
Like it is the longest parry in human existence.
That's a very long parry.
Like you'll forgot you were parrying, and then the enemy's been parried. So, and that takes down no durability, right? It's a little tiring, so you may not be able to do it on like a character without a lot of stamina. But I highly recommend using it, especially if you're doing the Tokyo Death Metro. Helps level that stuff up.
So maybe just give a couple of people idea who still haven't seen any footage, because I was kind of shocked by this. To the very opposite of spectrum of people interacting with this game. So this game begins. It has a loading screen with the Grim Reaper riding a skateboard.
His name is Uncle Death.
Yes.
That's his name, Uncle Death.
He gives you a cell phone.
He gives you a cell phone.
And he has
cheers
glasses
you
on.
He's your best friend and confidant. And like, he teaches you, but for some reason he calls you Sensei.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure
Senpai.
I understand that.
He calls you Senpai.
I think he actually calls you Sensei.
I think it's Senpai. I'm not sure.
It's
Well, I took the
senpai.
cold drink, so I'm not a reliable narrator here.
I just like how Shepard was like, I hate this quest, I'm just gonna kill the Tetsukabra. And he's only now getting to it.
I was killing some Zamites. Just trying to be
Who
efficient.
is so the game also has like intro where there is like a nice looking lady driving down an apocalyptic landscape on a a scooter that looks like a kabuki mask.
You know, it has been so long since I've seen that, I couldn't even tell you what is happening.
And then
I'm sorry.
She sees you arriving in with a train, the post-apocalyptic landscape train, I guess, at a train station, and she says like, "Oh, new arrivals. This is going to be interesting."
Yeah, I mean, she shows up whenever you beat a boss, takes a picture, but she's not like, you know, the story is mostly done through like in-game movies that you unlock and like you can optionally watch. Like, the game really does not try to slow you down at all. The game just like keep fighting. It's interesting because like for me at least, this is the first freemium type game like this that has been of any sort of quality. And it's kind of an interesting experiment. I really wonder if devs out there would want to try and do similar things. Like, let's make an actual game, like a game people would pay good money for. People would have paid good money for it, you know?
Yeah.
And let's see how it does. I could see you getting some real wells in the game, though. I think I said this before, but like, yeah, I could definitely see people spending way too much money.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Especially if they suck at games, they're just like, I've got more
Well,
money.
they don't. I mean, like I've seen people like, you know, quasi-professional streamers, like, you know, throwing like tantrums because like their elite Dark Souls skills aren't getting them through a boss, and it's like, well, yeah, you're using like a level 1 character.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
They're a lot of. That's one thing I've noticed. Is a lot of people try and treat it like Dark Souls when it's Dark Souls like combat, but it really does have a level dependent, like gearing requirement.
And that's
this isn't a game. This isn't going to be like you can do like level 1 challenges like you could in Dark Souls. This is you have to be, you know, within a range of levels to get where you're going. Well, otherwise, you're using exploits like the, you know, elevator boss fight.
Oh, that has been patched out. That will never happen again. But your Dark Souls skills alone won't work. You have to use your knowledge of the game and how the mushrooms work and how the bosses work and how the weapons work. If you have that, you can get through relatively under-leveled, but like, it doesn't take long to get a character up to the point where like they're doing pretty good level-wise, you know? So it just doesn't make sense to me why people are doing that. Maybe they don't realize that it's pretty easy to do that. I don't know. But Red Hot Iron. I'm not going to give away all my pro tips because I'm trying to abuse people.
If you make it to the top of the tower, will you become the king of the tower?
I'm sure there's a cutscene.
No one's gotten to the top yet, so we don't know.
People have gotten to... Somebody's gotten to the highest available level, I know for sure. And I think it says there's more levels coming.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And at that point, you could probably just kind of take it easy.
What will you do when that happens to you?
Well, there's... Oh, when I do that? Yeah. I'll set up an amazing defense and I'll troll people. I'll set an amazing defense in my metro. I will create an impenetrable wall that nobody could get through, just to get myself ready for when additional floors come out. You know, I could see them adding an extra 10 floors every month or so. There are still 10 Zamites left. This is the worst thing that ever happened.
No, it's okay. You take care of the Tetsukabra. It's gonna be fine.
It's dead.
Oh. Curves! Oh my gosh, curves! Why didn't anybody told me that?
I don't know, man.
So, have you guys checked out this game called... It has like a very stupid name. Kingdom Death. Kingdom of Death Monsters.
Yes.
Is this a digital game?
No, it is a board game that there was a Kickstarter of ages ago. It amassed millions of dollars. They produced it,
Yeah.
and now they're bringing like
Is
a
it the one with the really interesting figures?
Yes.
Got a lot of plastic figures.
It's a lot of figures. It's like it's been like one of my friends has it, bought it when it first came out, and it was like he's like, these miniatures are like the best looking miniatures I've ever seen. You know, very detailed
and huge. Some of them are like
is
huge.
Oh yeah, he's like, this would be like what Dark Souls and Monster Hunter would feel like in a board game.
It looks very much like
and
Dark
it's done
Souls.
in like a campaign setting, style too. And so
it's a campaign then. You'll play it over multiple sessions.
right, yeah, like you have a character, and as you fight monsters, you gain gear and power up, so you can fight bigger monsters.
This can be multiple people playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
How long
Descent or Imperial Assault.
Yeah.
So it might take like 5 or 6 sessions to get through the campaign.
Shepard, you have no idea.
A lot more than
you
that.
sweet summer
Yeah, like-
child.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically like you're looking at dozens and dozens of scenarios, and then if a character dies, you have to start over. Like death in it is really a big thing, and the one downside though is like it's like $500 just for the base game.
It's like $250 for the base game, but it's just the core set, and then there's like literally like the biggest pack you can buy is the $1,600. That's with all of the expansions and extras.
And yeah, the Kickstarter that's going on right now is for like the 1.5 revision of it, so they're updating some stuff, and it's like, do you want? Here's like $250 for the 1.0, essentially the 1.0 release core set upgraded, or the 1.5 update. And it's like, do you want everything that was released for 1.0 as well? That's $700. It's like, oh,
is it just printing
and that's
money
not even like,
at this
and
point?
that's just catching up to where it is now. That's not everything in the future. If you want everything, if you haven't had it yet, and you want everything that's been done plus everything that's coming up, it's like $2,200. It's just like, you gotta, like, it's so much money for a board game.
All right, so I'm going to breach a very unethical region.
Yeah.
And say, do you get to a certain point where that prices people out of your game and they're just going to substitute in like Ken and Barbie dolls? Like,
but so it's the thing with so it's in this weird niche with a lot of Kickstarter projects, in which I would say it is along the lines of board gamers who want the equivalent of like a Ferrari if they were auto guys.
Yeah,
like
2200.
this is the Ferrari of board games right now.
I could purchase my entire collection twice for $2,200. 3 times maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 times. I don't know. I've not even spent close to that much. I can recall doing 5 $100 orders over my life.
The quality of it, like even the way they designed the box is designed to fit everything.
The box is the size of a small coffin.
Yeah, like they fold normally coffee table setup. The box is about a quarter the size of a normal coffee table, as far as like length and width, and it's about 4 or 5 inches tall. So it's just this huge box,
and everything is like sorted. With
the box is laid out. Yeah, the box is laid out like, this is the spot for this monster. This is the spot for this monster. It's just like,
you have like all the cards that you need are like registers in there, so you can easily find the cards that you're looking for, because there's like bazillion cards in that box as well.
The issue is that my group, we would probably play it once and then say, all right, that's good.
Yeah.
Right. That's my problem, is I don't play like Descent. I got maybe.
And I'd be like, okay, I guess I got a $2,200 coffin full of plastic miniatures.
Yeah.
At least with Mage Knight, I could play it on my own, and it's actually probably a better solo game than it is a multiplayer game anyways.
I mean, Kingdom Death you could do solo play too. It's just not as interesting. Like,
well, is there somebody that controls the monsters, or do they follow like a certain AI?
The monster follows its own pattern. This isn't a one versus others. It's a co-op game. where the monster has its own like set of rules and like
You'll be like drawing
logic
action
paths
cards
and
and stuff like that.
cards and stuff like
Dark
that.
Souls
yeah.
did something like that, I know.
Yeah,
The Dark Souls card game had that.
yeah. It's
It's pretty crazy. There is a really great review I can recommend by Shut Up and Sit Down. They usually
Oh, I love those guys.
They usually don't do Kickstarter reviews, but they just released one for this specific game.
Was it a written review? or
No,
was
it's
it
a video review.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
It's really nice, and you can see like the first version of the game. I wanted to mention this because I think maybe some of our listeners might be interested in this. It seems like a gigantic, like the obscene mutated Akira version of a mixture of Monster Hunter and Dark Souls in board game version.
and currently
with
has
a lot of boobs.
7.8 million in the current Kickstarter project.
And it's a very successful
7.8
Kickstarter
million.
project, but it's also like I don't know. It seems like to me personally, I would love to play this, but I just don't have the time in my life.
Mortgage.
I don't have the
Mortgage your
time or the
house.
money.
The money, like if it was really great, the money I would get, like maybe we would maybe chip in with my group of friends who play board games. But it's just grinding. You grind out a board game, and we meet like once a month. Like we wouldn't even get. It's crazy. We have our hands full with Imperial Assault. We would never be able to do this.
You mean there'll be sessions where it's you and your group grinding monsters?
Yes. It's like Monster Hunter. You go out, you find a monster you want to hunt, you have to get to that monster, and then you
come back.
fight the monster and get carves. And then you upgrade your village. But then everything is Monster Hunter, is like Dark Souls, so everything is like dark and you get like yucky things and everybody gets poisoned and wretched and monsters swallow you whole and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds fun if it sped it up a little bit, but I guess they want to design the game so it's like you could say this is the only game I play.
Yeah.
This is the game I'm going to buy for the next 2 years.
Well, you would have to dedicate yourself, and then of course with that kind of game, it's not like, of course, nowhere near as polished as it should be if you want to dedicate your whole entire life to it. So I don't know, but interesting thing nonetheless. So you should check it out if you want to. The name is Kingdom of Death: Monsters, which is the most stupidest name I've ever heard.
Well, I mean,
Well,
why?
it's-
What is the next game? I mean, this one's about colon monsters. Is the next one going to be like nipple monsters?
Yes. Nipple
There's so
monsters.
many nipples. I think the version 1.2, 1.5 is called Lantern something. I don't know. It's crazy.
No, 1.5 is still just Kingdom Death Monsters. It's just the 1.5. It's basically a revision of it.
Kingdom Death, not
But yeah,
Kingdom of
it's-
Death. Kingdom Death, and not monsters, but monster singular.
It's Kingdom Death
Monster.
Monster
1.5.
Colon monsters.
1.5.
By Kingdom Death.
Colon monsters.
Yeah.
Kingdom Death colon monsters.
By Boutique Nightmare Horror is the company who made it.
Butt Cheek Nightmare Horror. Butt Cheek Nightmare Horror featuring colon monsters.
Autumn joins our Twitch chat just to hear nipple monsters, and she's intrigued.
Anyways,
I don't know.
We've got the game for you.
we don't want to waste your entire life watching us discuss this game while doing nothing. So we're going to move on to the next game and next quest. Hope you join us next time around. See you next time around. Good luck and good hunt.
Kingdom
Don't like the nipple monster. This is one of those things. Oh man, this is crazy.
Squatty Potty. Who needs underwear when you never got poop? Brought to you by Squatty Potty.